Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am the Poverty Princess. It's 11:48 Tuesday evening. If I had not unexpectedly fallen asleep and taken a nap earlier this evening, this video would have been recorded and edited and uploaded hours ago. So, what am I doing in this video? I am going to be cooking. So my thought is making this meal tonight. I won't have to cook tomorrow. I'm gonna probably be busy trying to get caught up on housework because I'm sure you guys know, even if you're sick just for a day or two, it seems everything builds up. So tonight I'm going to be making a fairly easy, very tasty meal. It will feed several people, and it's known by two different names: beef macaroni or goulash. I consider it comfort food because it's another one of those meals that on a dreary, damp, cold day, when you eat it like hot off of the oven, it is just really filling and really tasty. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. So let's get started. So what you will need to make this meal: you're going to need a box of elbow macaronis. I am using this San Giorgio, but you could use elbows from the dollar store or Dollar General. Comes just as good. I happen to be using the San Giorgio though because I took advantage weeks ago with a 10 for 10. So that happens to be why I'm just going with a name brand. Normally I'm not brand specific. You know, I'll look for the best bargain, but that's why I happen to be using this. You're going to need some pasta sauce. Again, I happen to be using Ragu. Only reason I'm using a name brand is I had coupons, and then also there was cashback offers, so that's why I'm using the Ragu. And this is one of several of the flavors I like from Ragu too. Mama Special Garden Sauce. This is a good one also. You're going to need a pound of ground beef. This was the last roll I have from Dollar General. I'm also going to add a can of mild Rotel, diced tomatoes and green chilies. You don't need to add this if you don't want to. I'm adding it, a small can, just for, you know, a little bit of like extra flavor. I'll be chopping up a half of an onion, and I'm also going to be chopping up one green and one red pepper. I've always added them to it. I know some people also maybe add some fresh garlic. Some people add other things too. Yeah, you can play with it a little bit and make it how you would probably like it. This is just what I like to add in mine. So let's get started. So I'm going to prep the red and green peppers first and my onion, get that chopping out of the way. Alright, so I have my half of an onion chopped, and one red and one green pepper. So I added this to the frying pan. Then I'm going to brown my ground beef in, just to like soften it up somewhat, and also just to all the way around add some flavor. So just gonna let this brown. And when my ground beef is done, I will be using my splatter screen. I love my splatter screen. And I'm just going to drain it into an old empty clean coffee can. I usually keep a can like this on hand. I do have like a little bit of bacon grease in here from when I made bacon one morning for Ronnie when he worked overtime. Usually a can like this with the lid on is good for maybe like 3-4 different uses. The second I smell even a hint of it, it gets thrown out. So yeah, I always keep one of them on hand. And then when the ground beef is done, I will be prepping the sauce and cooking the pasta. So I have it set like between 8 and high. These are good skillets, so it doesn't take long to brown my ground beef in these. If you don't want to use red and green peppers, you could use orange and yellow. Completely up to you. I like to make it with the red and green, but I imagine it would be just as good with orange and yellow. I may actually try that down the road. I'm always open to tweaking my recipes. I am surprised that Oreo is not out here because I'm cooking at 12:30 at night. I am surprised Oreo is not out here smelling the ground beef and just sitting on the table watching me like, Mom, what are you doing? Yeah, so like I said, guys, I would have had this video recorded and uploaded hours ago, but unexpectedly I took a nap. I woke up when Ronnie was getting dressed and getting ready for work, and he ate before he went to sleep, so you know, that was fine. He always takes something with him into work. Not doing overtime tonight, so that's good. He'll be getting out at around 6:30. But I told him I was going to make this, and then I don't have to cook today. Essentially, it would be today, Wednesday. And I could clean out my refrigerator and everything. It needs to be cleaned out. And get caught up on a little housework. Alright, so I drained my ground beef, and I'm going to add my seasonings to my ground beef and peppers. So just a little bit of salt and some black pepper. And my go-to 9 times out of 10 with most meals I make is Italian seasoning, unless it's something specific that other seasonings like in a recipe are called for. Most times I go with the Italian seasoning. Just, I guess you could say a favorite, a preference. So that was basil, oregano, cilantro, and a little bit of parsley, along with a little bit of salt and a little bit of black pepper. Like I said, I drained this really good. Just going to mix all the seasoning in. So I added my elbows to the water. Now that box of elbows that I'm using is a 12-ounce box. That is going to be enough for me and Ronnie. Normally I would use like a 16-ounce box, and if you do use a 16-ounce box of elbows, you can be sure there's going to be enough for 3 to 4 people, easy. And there's probably going to be enough for 3 people anyway, even with the 12-ounce box, but I just wanted to point that out, guys. Now, I usually add just a pinch of salt to my water before I add pasta. Just a little pinch. So let that cook to the package instructions, and then I will be draining my pasta. After I drain my pasta, I will add my Rotel mild diced tomatoes and green chilies to my ground beef and peppers. Mix that up good, and then I'm going to preheat my sauce. So my pasta is drained, rinsed off. I added my Rotel to my ground beef, And now I am just going to heat up my sauce. Just putting it up on medium. It's the second time I'm getting tongue-tied. Well, yeah, it's 1:22 in the morning. So yeah, I am getting a little bit tired. I'll be wrapping this video up in a little bit. So yeah, it's the second time I got tongue-tied. I know I'm going to be in this video as soon as this meal is done. So heat this up on medium. I gave it a good stir. So while my sauce is finishing heating up, I just added my ground beef, pepper, and onion mixture to my elbow macaroni. And I'm just mixing this up really, really good. Looking good with the addition of the diced tomatoes too, with the red and green peppers. Yum yum. And my final step, when the sauce starts bubbling, obviously, is to add it to the pasta ground beef mixture and stir it up. I'll show you then what it looks like when it's done, and I will be calling this video a wrap and heading to bed. And my sauce is almost ready, guys. Oh no, it actually is ready. It's starting to do the little volcanic eruptions with the blip, blip, blip. Alrighty. And as I said, my sauce is in here. I am just simply adding it to everything right in here. Them up as soon as I have this mixed up. The wonderful thing about meals like this, where you can mix everything up then in a pot, this particular cookware that I have is really good to heat everything back up in the very next day. I have used this actually with like small pots of soup and such, and just taken it right from the refrigerator onto the stove top, heated it up on very low, and had no issues whatsoever with it. So good set of cookware is definitely worth investing in. And I should have actually done maybe a haul maybe like that when I was shopping online looking for a matching set of cookware. So that's actually an idea, guys. Maybe when I actually start getting some new things like a blender, a big crock pot, things like that down the road, maybe do like little online shopping hauls with that, price comparison and things, looking for the best price on items. That would probably be a good video too. Everybody likes to save money. I know I do. Sure you do too. And I am going to just put it in a bowl just to show you guys how good this looks. Like I said, I'm not eating any. It's just too late. But I will be eating some today for dinner. And I'm just going to show you guys. I'll also be taking a picture of it, and that's going to be my thumbnail for this video so you could see how good this looks. Now, some folks add shredded cheese on top. That is completely up to you. If I'm in a mood for it, I do, especially when it's like hot, like right off the stove. A little bit of Mexican blend cheese or cheddar cheese is good to add on top. Some folks, although I've never done this, and I don't know if I would care for it this way. Some folks use a little bit of sour cream. I could see that with chili. I don't know as far as beef macaroni. I don't know. I've never actually tried it. But cheese, I have eaten it with a little bit of shredded cheese on top is really, really good. So guys, I am going to do up my pots and pans, get them dried, cleaned up, put away, and when this is cooled down, this will be getting put in my fridge. And that's dinner for us for tonight. Since it is Wednesday morning, dinner this evening. Sounds weird saying that, being that it's dark out. Like, yeah, that's just weirded me out for a moment. Alrighty guys, well, if you do like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit my subscribe button. As always, thank you so much guys for watching my videos and helping my channel grow. It means so much to me. Thank you to my newest subscribers. Thank you so much for coming on board. Thank you guys, Ronnie and I want to say from the bottom of our heart for just showing us a lot of love, and we love you guys in return. Take care. I hope you are sleeping and watching this in the morning, but if you are up by the time this uploads or just going to bed, I still wish you a wonderful evening. Take care. See you guys real soon. Good night.